Hi guys, a very good evening and welcome to Africa and Beyond Television Network. We continue to take a look on what's happening in the nation Zimbabwe without fear, without favor. And with us is a story of Joshua Maponga. Something wrong is happening. Something wrong is happening to Joshua Maponga. He claims to be a Pan-Africanist, but the issue raised by KALIMBWE right here can never be ignored. KALIMBWE says, Maponga is now living in caves and mountains. His supporters claim Pan-Africanism and say I must stick to politics. But how do I stick to politics when an African brother is going mad before our eyes and questioning Jesus? Your Pan-Africanist is going nuts, literally. So this is something very important. We have seen these people, they've started introducing a new doctrine. In the name of Pan-Africanism, they've started introducing traditionalism. But traditionalism is not an African concept. The reason why I say it's not an African concept is because there are so many traditions which have been borrowed from other continents and from other religions and other people, which traditions are now believed to be African. So many of them, they've been borrowed. They came to our own countries and they are now being practiced. So a lot happened in the past because people were migrating, people were moving. There are certain activities and certain things which are not supposed to be done, which are being done right here. For example, this thing of worshipping spirit mediums, it didn't start here. It didn't start in Africa. This thing of worshipping spirit mediums, it started way out of Africa. And somebody brought it here. And people believed and thought it was the best way to worship. If you go back to the real history of our traditions, if you sit down with those who heard from the leaders, the forefathers, they can tell you that at a certain point in time, there was nothing like kunamata vadzimu sezvatakuona zvichiitwa zvimwe izvi. That tradition yekuzopira, it's a borrowed. However, that is not the issue. The issue is about differences. If you go to the Ndebele people, they have their own way of traditionalism. You go to the Shangani people, they have their own way of traditionalism. Shona people, in all the tribes surrounding the Shona language, they have their own traditions, different traditions. You go to Mashonaland East, Mashonaland West, Mashingo, Manikaland, they have different traditions. So when it is about traditionalism or Pan-Africanism, it's a different concept, because if you go to South Africa, you go to Swaziland, they have differences in terms of how they do their own things. In the past, you could get into power by killing a sitting king or through being an heir to the throne. So right now in this civilized community and society, if we are to go back to traditionalism, then we can't rule out such a behavior of, if you want to take power, you can organize yourselves, come and attack the other and take that person out and you take over. That is the tradition of coups we are seeing right here, which is happening. This is how these people get into power through coups. That is the reason why they don't want to leave such a bad culture of getting into power. So the issue of traditionalism can never be selective. You cannot at the same time use a smartphone and say the same smartphone you are using, it was manufactured by a non-traditionalist, it was manufactured by somebody who don't even believe in your traditionalism. And you used to use that phone and claim that you are a Pan-Africanist, you are a traditionalist. So this is one of the most shocking photos of Joshua Maponga now. This is Joshua Maponga. If you take a look onto this photo, He is wearing, I do not know what kind of animal is this one, but this is him. He's now wearing something else, and to him, everything is okay. Also, I have seen another photo of him in a cave. Yeah, it's becoming more interesting. So tomorrow, you see him wearing like this, and tomorrow you see him doing other things, and tomorrow you see him doing other things. It's good to have a tradition if you want it. It's good to have a religion if you want it. It's bad then to attack the beliefs of other people in the name of protecting your own, because we have never attacked their religions, because the Bible is clear. For those who believe in Jesus Christ, the Bible is clear. It's not everyone who is supposed to go to heaven. You only go to heaven if your name is written, according to John chapter 5. It's very clear. And Revelation chapter 5, it talks about the coming of Jesus Christ. It was talking about the Son, that lamb which then offered to die on behalf of the people, such that those who are written in the book shall be saved. It is throughout the New Testament. It's supported in such a way that those written in the books shall be saved. The Bible says it's not because of your willingness. It's not because of how fast you are running or how good you are, but it's about what Jesus Christ has said about you. It's about what God has said about you. Are you a called person? Did God call you for you to be saved? So you can actually understand this issue of salvation. It's not an issue of everyone, which means Maponga should do their own things in their own way. Let me say this. I have heard them saying, Chikristu chakauya nevarungu. Sezvo Chikristu chakauya nevarungu, these are the same people who were colonizing us. They brought Christianity so that they can colonize us. That is wrong. Take a look to history, which we didn't write. History, dzaitaurwa even nana Robert Mugabe. Mugabe spoke about a certain father who was stationed in Manicaland, who helped the guerrillas, including Mugabe, to cross over to Mozambique when things were not fashionable right here in Zimbabwe. These are men of the cloth who helped the people who were fighting for the liberation of Zimbabwe right here. The missionaries took part. The church took part in the liberation of Zimbabwe, for Zimbabwe to have that Africanism. A lot happened, and a lot of church people were involved in the liberation struggle. So for Maponga to come and say the Bible was meant to colonize the African people, that perception is wrong, because even before the Bible came, we have slavery happening. The Bible was not in Africa when slavery happened. So you can actually understand that these are just things which are coming from people with self-hate, people who do not understand how these things work. What is very critical and very important is to ask questions. Why is it that what is written in the Bible is happening? Why is it that God is communicating to the people? If this is bad, if Christianity is bad, or if Jesus is bad, as they claim, why are the people talking to God? Why is it venyu avava avataurike navo, ende venyu ava vane humwe hutsinye usingati unonzwa kuti akagarwa nagogo, akagarwa nambuya, akagarwa nani, akasiyirwa zishavire huroyi, akazosiyirwa chakadai? Why is it that those issues are not being dealt with? So, yes, it's good to stick to your religion, to stick to whatever beliefs you have, but don't attack other people's beliefs, because they will ask you simple questions. Kusageza haizi pan-Africanism. Kusapfeka zvakanaka haizi pan-Africanism. Vanhu vaipfeka matewe because vakanga vasati vane hembe. Hembe dzakauya, masutu akauya, chenawo zvinoita vana vevangu. Usaramba wakangosaririra in the name of pan-Africanism. No, that is wrong. There are things you don't need to do when you are a pan-Africanist. For example, you can't be a pan-Africanist and be corruption at the same time. Be corrupt at the same time. You can't be a pan-Africanist who support corrupt people at the same time. That is a fact. Joshua Maponga, I have challenged him to say, Mr. Maponga, if you are a pan-Africanist, start by de-associating yourself from ZANU-PF, because ZANU-PF is corrupt and is anti-African. And anything to do with Africanism, ZANU-PF is anti, because its leaders, they send their children abroad for education. They've made sure that the people of Zimbabwe flee from their own country because of looting and plunder, which they have caused. They've made sure that they seek health care outside Zimbabwe. Their children, they attend school abroad. Everything about them is outside Africa. They bank outside Africa. They do everything outside Africa. But when it comes to the issues of looting, this is the home ground of looting. And this is what Joshua Maponga want it to be, a normal situation for the people. It can't be. Right now, civilization is with us, Mr. Maponga. Technology is moving, and we move together with technology. It's a matter of choice. One can choose to be this, one can choose to be that. It's not a matter of religion. It's not a matter of believing in Jesus Christ or whatever. It's a matter of choice, what you choose to do. So, this thing, Pan-Africanism, it can't happen. Kuti vanhu vari kutaura about Pan-Africanism are the most corrupt people, are the people who are killing others for the sake of power, are the people who are beating others for the sake of power, are the people who are banking outside Zimbabwe, doing everything outside Zimbabwe. Joshua Maponga himself is always on the plane, going elsewhere. Why can't you live in Uzumba, ogara mugomo, mugomo ramasare uriko kuuzumba ikoko, wakapfeka ngundu dzako uriko? Why are you always on the plane, crisscrossing South Africa, here and there? Why? It's because you are hypocrites. You are hypocrites. If you want to live that way yakare, live that way yakare, mosia zvechimanji manje. But if you want to live in a global community, you take what is good, you leave what is bad. For example, personally, I'm anti same-sex marriages, which means it's my choice to move away from that thing. It's my choice to move away from that culture and belief. It's my choice. But it's my choice as well to use a cell phone. It's my choice as well to wear a suit. Because there is no way in this global community you can do things without each other. For example, the clothes you are wearing or the phone you used, Mr. Maponga, to take this photo. The phone Mr. Maponga used to take this photo. He cannot tell us if it was made by a gay person or not. Somewhere, somehow, there is a component in this phone which was made by a gay person, which was made by a racist, which was made by another person. But as long as they are not directly involved in those activities, then you have to embrace everybody globally, because we are now living in a global community. Do your things, let them do their things wherever they are. You see, this issue of Pan-Africanism, you are using a phone in a component yakagadzirwa nemunhu ari gay, but uri kuramba Jesu. What kind of a person are you? What kind of a person are you? In the past, this Pan-Africanism you are talking about, Mr. Maponga, kwaiurawa mapatya, kuzvara vana matwins, vaiuraiwa. But right now, why are you not killing twins? It was a taboo to give birth to somebody with albinism. It was a taboo to give birth to somebody who is handicapped or disabled. But that is what you call Pan-Africanism. Civilization came and started to correct some things because they were not right. They were out of ignorance. The same way muchiri makapfeka matewe, it's a matter of ignorance. Muchiri kupfeka matewe and you think that is Pan-Africanism. No. You are lost, my brother. You are lost. You are becoming old and you are leaving embarrassment to your children. You are leaving embarrassment to your family. Zvimwe ndezvimwe musafurirwa Mwari asekwe. So this is it. You can't be a Mnangagwa apologist and you claim to be a Pan-Africanist. It will not happen. It will not happen because upfumi hwenyika yeZimbabwe huri kubiwa huchinovigwa kunze, outside Africa, very far away places from Africa. Yet Pan-Africanists are here and they will never say anything. So this is it. I do not know your thoughts. Let us talk.